Mate Griffin, second good day in a row. Here you are, a couple of shots back, but right where you'd want to be, I would have thought.
Yeah, definitely. It's always Friday afternoons can be a bit tricky when the wind gets up, and it's nice to shoot another good score.
Mm-hmm. Your history here is obviously good. Does it help? I know it was 6 years ago that you won, but does that help? You see the shots, you see the holes, you got good memories. Is there any of that still worthwhile?
Yeah, for sure. It's very quite a tricky golf course. It's not a place you can just bomb away and smash it around. You really got to sort of think off the tee and leave yourself in the right spot. So I think that'll help, and with a bit more wind on the weekend, that'll become even more important.
The scoring's been super low to this point. We see that historically here. So then it tightens up on the weekend. Does that play to your game and your strengths, do you feel?
Yeah, definitely. I think I've never been one that's loved really low scoring weeks, but when it gets a little bit harder, that definitely suits my game, and we play a lot of that golf up in Japan, so I'm used to that, and yeah, just get out there tomorrow and hopefully chase the leader down.
What do you feel you're doing particularly well? To shoot the numbers you are, one would automatically point to the putter. You'd have to think you're holing putts. What else?
Yeah, putted nicely, and it's probably I've just kept the mistakes off the card. We're all going to make birdies out here, but only bogeyed 18 was my only bogey for the first 2 days. So I've always thought if you're not making bogeys, you're playing pretty good golf. So it's a good signal.
How did you make the bogey?
I made a poor decision off the tee and hit driver. Probably should have hit 3-wood. 18 plays really difficult with that southerly. It's just straight off the left, and got behind the tree, and then I hit wasn't in bad position, but hit a really poor wedge and poor chip, and made a pretty poor 6.
And you'd be happy if it blows a bit tomorrow, which it's meant to.
Yeah,
you'd be okay with it.
Yeah, I think as long as it's pretty consistent all day, and because there'd be guys out really early, it doesn't sort of flip it too much. But a good solid wind all day would be nice.
About to ask you a very rude question, mate. Reached this stage of your career where you're going to be surrounded by young kids, and you're the grizzled old veteran.
Yes, it was. Well, I played on Tuesday. I played practice round with Peter Fowler, Peter O'Malley, and Marcus Fraser. So I think it shows the group I'm more accustomed to now. But yeah, well, it's nice. Hopefully, I can use my experience, and with those conditions, it'll help a bit more.
Because there are, you would remember these situations yourself when you're coming up, like Jed Morgan or the young French guy who's in the lead. That first crack at that stage is pretty daunting, isn't it?
It is, and I think winning the first time is quite difficult, because until you do it, you don't know that you can. And nice going out there on the weekend knowing that if I can get myself in the mix, come down the final stretch, that I know how to do it, I guess.
Which raises an interesting question, Matt. You'll have a decision to make should that happen. Get pretty safely ensconced in Japan there, but with the lure of a European tour card. Have you given that some thought? What would you do?
I don't know. We'd have to make that call when I come to it. I'm not the one making all the decisions now. I've got a 7-month-old and wife at home, so it'd be a good prop. I hope I have to make that decision in the next couple of weeks.
Good problem, Steve. Thanks, mate.
Well played, mate.
No, thank you.
Well done, mate.